Looking for a budget-friendly smartphone that doesn't compromise on features? Well, you're in luck. In today's fast-paced world, staying connected doesn't have to break the bank, and we've got you covered with our top 6 picks for the best budget phones. Whether you're a student on a tight budget, a professional looking for reliable communication, or just someone who wants great value for their money, these smartphones offer impressive performance, sleek designs, and all the essential features you need without draining your wallet. So sit back, relax, and let us guide you through the ultimate lineup of affordable yet fantastic smartphones that won't disappoint. Number 6. Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G. Both the Moto 5G Stylus 5G 2023 and Galaxy S23 Ultra ship with a built-in stylus. The difference is that Motorola's phone costs $800 less than Samsung's flagship. And while the stylus that comes with the Moto 5G model isn't as feature-rich as Samsung's S Pen, it's still good for jotting down notes and editing photos more precisely. If you're looking for a way to boost your productivity on a budget, this year's edition of the Moto G Stylus 5G fits the bill. You'll get some inconsistent camera performance, and we wish Motorola provided more than one guaranteed Android OS update. But we were pleased with how long the Moto G 5G Stylus lasts on a charge. It's also a pretty slender design that's much easier to type on than a lot of today's phones. Be sure not to confuse this 5G-capable model with the regular and less expensive Moto G Stylus 2023. Number 5. iPhone SE 2022. The iPhone SE 2022 takes cheap phones to the next level of performance by including Apple's powerful A15 Bionic chip. This is the same processor found in the iPhone 13 series and the iPhone 14, and it blows all Android phones away, whether you're playing games or editing video on the go. This chip also gives the new iPhone SE 2022 a number of photography powers that the previous model lacked, including Smart HDR4, Magic Fusion for better detail and photographic styles. The latest iPhone SE features the same design as before, so that means a small 4.7-inch display and big bezels, but some may prefer the old-school Touch ID button for quickly unlocking the device. Despite some trade-offs, the iPhone SE 2022 is a great choice for people who like small phones. With rumors circulating that an iPhone SE 4 likely won't ship until 2024, it may be your best option for a cheap iPhone for the foreseeable future. Number 4. Google Pixel 6a. The Pixel 7a may be here, but that doesn't mean the Pixel 6a has to go away. Google's keeping the phone around for $349. The Tensor G1 chipset inside the Pixel 6a adds to its appeal. That's the same silicon inside Google's more expensive Pixel 6 flagships. As a result, the same AI-powered tricks Google's flagship phone can pull off are available to the Pixel 6a too, including the photo editing magic eraser tool and on-device translation. The Pixel 6a provides excellent photos that measure up well against other budget devices. Android OS support will run out in 2 years, so this phone won't have the shelf life of the Pixel 7a, but it's still a viable option among the best cheap phones. Number 3. OnePlus 12R. The OnePlus 12R is the first R series phone from OnePlus to get a global release, and it's a welcome addition to the world of smartphones. The OnePlus 12R runs on last year's Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset. But this isn't really a hardship. The Qualcomm Silicon delivers outstanding performance and long battery life, with the 12R lasting more than 18 hours on our battery test. Cameras don't perform as well as the ones on the Pixel 7a, so turn elsewhere if you want a low-cost camera phone. Also be aware that the $499 model of the OnePlus 12R is not available in Europe. There, you'll have to buy the more expensive 256GB version of the 12R. But if you can get your hands on the sub-$500 model, you'll find that the OnePlus 12R excels at performance and staying power, 2 things that are good to have in any phone. Number 2. Google Pixel 7a. The Google Pixel 7a sees a $50 price hike from its predecessor, and more crucially, it costs $50 more than the Galaxy A54. but you can see how Google's justifying that price. The budget phone now has a bright display with a 90 Hz refresh rate, and it supports wireless charging too. Even with those additions, it still costs less than $500, even though it runs on the same Tensor G2 chipset that powers the more expensive Pixel 7. The best change of all involves improved cameras, specifically the 64-megapixel main shooter on the back of the phone. That's a larger sensor than what you get with the Pixel 6a, so the Pixel 7a thrives in low-light settings. It's a neck-and-neck competition with the Galaxy A54 as to which phone takes the better photos. But you won't be disappointed with the Pixel 7's efforts, particularly with Tensor-powered tools like Magic Eraser and Photo Unblur at your disposal. If you absolutely want to spend the least amount of money for top features, the Galaxy A54 is the best cheap phone to get. But the Pixel 7a offers the most premium features for the money. Number 1. Samsung Galaxy A54. As good as last year's Galaxy A53 was, the Galaxy A54 improves upon that mid-range device in all the critical areas for smartphone users. The main camera is now the same 50-megapixel shooter that Samsung uses on the more expensive Galaxy S23, and that helps the Galaxy A54 take on the Google Pixel 6 as impressive cameras. The 6.4-inch OLED panel is brighter than the Galaxy A53 screen, and it's as colorful as ever. Battery life is better too, as the Galaxy A54 outperforms the average smartphone on our battery test by half an hour. Battery life improves even further when you turn off the Galaxy A54's adaptive refresh rate. We also like the colorful look of the Galaxy A54, particularly the awesome violet variant. We wish the Exynos 1380 processor boosted performance more than it does. And as good as the Galaxy A54's display is, those bezels are very noticeable. Still, with the Galaxy A54 price holding at $449, this is an impressive phone that delivers plenty of value for bargain hunters. That concludes the matter. We sincerely hope you enjoyed perusing our selection of the best budget phones. If so, don't forget to click the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Tell us in the comments what budget phone you intend to choose as well. Let's put it into action. I appreciate you seeing. We hope to see you in our upcoming videos.